today I'll show you how I made these beautiful tote bags here with this design you are seeing here. This bag is actually very big that it can contain a lot of fabrics. Alright, so you can decide to make yours very small, but the one I made here can actually contain all of these fabrics you are seeing here. So I'm going to show you how to achieve this, how to get these designs on it. And if this is something you're interested in, please sit tight and please watch this video to the end. If you haven't subscribed, please do well to hit on the subscribe button and let's get started. So guys, these are the materials I'm going to be using to make my tote bags. Alright, so I have all of these materials here, and I also have this design that I'm going to be using for this. I have an online class where you can learn how to make beautiful tote bags, the type of materials needed for tote bags, and of course the kind of design you're supposed to use for your tote bag, most especially if you are making this for like business. You want to use it for a business, you want to like supply this to your clients, and you don't know the kind of materials to use. That is all what we are going to be discussing in that class. Like, the class started about a year ago, and trust me, a lot of persons came with so much reviews. So if you're interested in joining us, please send us a message on WhatsApp with the number you're seeing here on the screen, and we'll get it from there. So this is the fabric I'm going to be using, and this fabric here is not stretchy. All right, it's not stretchy at all, and it's thick. So I'm going to first fold this fabric into two. When you are making tote bag, make sure the fabric you're using is not stretchy. I'm going to fold this into two. All right, so I'll be using about 18 inches in length. So the choice is yours. You can decide to make yours smaller, you can even decide to make yours very big. All right, so I'll fold this into two. I'll first measure this to be sure if what I have here is up to 18 inches, and if it's not, I will have to fold it again. So it's not up to 18 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and fold it up to this point here. I'll fold it up to this point, and I'm just going to take the measurement to be sure if it's up to 18 inches. You can also send us a message on WhatsApp if you want us to make a lot of tote bags for you. If you want to start up your tote bags business and you're looking for a vendor that can supply this, please just look at our direction. We'll give you what you want. All right, so I've folded my fabric into two, and I've gotten up to about 18 inches. All right, so make sure your fabric is in a fold. Where you are making this, make sure it's in a fold. All right, so I'm also going to measure this to show you it's about 18 inches in length. So the width I'm going to be using is, I think I'm going to be using 16 inches, but I'm going to mark this at 17 inches because I'm going to use ½ inch on both sides to join these. At first I marked 16.5, then I decided to come in a little by ½ inch and then mark 16.5. So in total I marked 17 inches. So that means I'm going to be using ½ inch on both sides to join this tote bag. So I went ahead to connect this into a straight line, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. Once you're done cutting, you have something looking like this. Now remember, the width of this is 17 inches. So now I'm going to cut out another pieces of fabric that I'm going to be using to turn the upper part. Don't worry, you understand that during the course of this video. So my fabric is still on fold. All right, so I'm going to cut out another strap that I'll use to turn my tote bag. So what I'll do now is to measure about 2½ inch inward. I'm going to be using the length of 2½ inch. So connect it this way. Can you see? After marking this, I'm just going to use my ruler to connect it all into a straight line, and after then I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. Now once I'm done cutting this out, I'm also going to cut it on fold. Like, remember, it's on fold, so I'll cut it open so that I will get two pieces. I hope you understand. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it through. So I'm also going to open this part here so that I'll have two pieces instead of one. So this is what it looks like. I'll keep it aside, and then let's cut out another strap. Now this strap is what we are going to be using across our shoulders, so you will need to cut out two. All right, so I'm also going to cut this out using 2.5 inch, and the length I'm going to cut is about 18 inches. Now if you are making your tote bag and the length of your tote bag is 18 inches, please make sure to reduce the length of your ropes, like the ropes you use across your shoulders. So I used mine 18 inches and it was too long. All right, so if you want to make yours, make sure you use about 15 inches will be okay. So the width I'm going to be using for this is 2.5 inch, and I'll make sure to cut out two of these. So after marking this, I'm just going to go ahead, connect it into a straight line, and then cut it out. So this is what I have here. All right, so I believe you now understand what I'm trying to say. So this is what I have, and trust me, it's in a fold. And this is the other one here I also cut out. So you can see I have three different types. So I'm going to keep those aside and let's work on this one here. But before then, I'll bring my tote bag. All right, so this is it here. This is what it looks like. Remember the tote bag we first cut out, and this is what it looks like. So these pieces is going to be on top of it like this. Like we're going to be using this to turn this to the right side. You understand this during the course of this video. So this is how it's supposed to be. But before placing this, you will need to place your ropes inside of it. All right, so I'm just going to keep this aside, and then let's work on the ropes first. So these ropes here, you are going to now open it. You're going to open it and then fold in. You're going to fold it into two. This is it here. You're going to bring it this way, fold it into two like this. So you go over to your machine and you run a stitch. So you run a top stitch like this, you stitch it through. So you also do the same thing to this other side. You're going to fold it into two. Make sure it's right side facing right side. So you turn it and stitch it this way, and then you're going to now turn it over to the right side. This is what I have after I was done stitching mine. So I decided to show you guys what it looks like. This is it here. So right now we are going to turn this over to the right side, and this is where like the work is. This part here is very difficult, trust me. So what I'll do is I'm just going to bring my comb and then try to like bring out the right side. All right, so when you are making this part, you just need to be very careful, most especially if you are making this in large quantity. This will really take your time. There are other methods you can use. That is something we'll discuss on our paid class. If you haven't joined, please join us so that you understand how you can go about all of this. You can see how difficult this is. So I'm just going to try my best to like pull this out to the right side and also iron it out. So guys, I've turned this over to the right side, and this is what it looks like here. So this is it now, and I'm going to go ahead and iron this out. So remember, we have two straps, so I'll iron this out. So what I'm going to do now is to place it on this fabric. Please note the way I'm opening this, like you're going to open it this way and iron it just like this. So I iron the two straps and show you guys what it looks like. this is what it looks like after I was done ironing mine. You can see how beautiful and neat it looks. All right, so this is what I have. Now it's time to now bring my tote bag. I'm going to bring my tote bag. Remember, my tote bag is on fold and it's right side facing right side. So now I'm going to also bring out the straps and also bring out my pins. So first I'm going to come in by 3.5 inch. I'll mark it here, and on this side I'll also come in by 3.5 inch as well. So I'll now bring one of the strap and I'll place it exactly on that point I marked. Place at least 1/2 inch. All right, so you can see, take away 1/2 inch and place it this way, and then that strap you now bring it, remove one of it and also place it on top of it this way, and you're going to go ahead and pin this down. All right, make sure you are pinning this to only one of the pieces. Don't pin the two side. If you pin the two side, that means you'll be sewing the two side and you will not have where you can pass your hands through. So you understand this better, just lift it up this way and pin it like this. Can you see? Lift it up and pin it this way. So I'm going to pin through to this other side, and I'll repeat what I did here on the other side. All right, so I'm just going to place this well, close it back and then pin it this way. So I also repeat same thing for the other side. So this is what it looks like. So I'll lift it up this way. Can you see? So you lift it up this way, you have something looking like this. So you're just going to stitch down that part using 1/2 inch of stitching allowance. So whatever we did on this part here, we're also going to repeat same thing for the other side. All right, so you stitch this part using 1/2 inch, and then on this other part as well, I'm also going to repeat same thing to this side. After stitching this down, this is what I have here. I stitched down this part using 1/2 inch, so I try to bring this closer so that you can see better. So right now I'm just going to trace out the excess fabric I have, and on the top area here I'm also going to trace it out. Just make sure you cut it out so that by the time we turn this over to the right side, it's going to lay perfect and neat. So I'll just trace out this point here, just like what I'm doing. Just do your best to cut out all the seam allowances here, and once you're done cutting this, you're now going to turn this over to the right side. So to turn it over, this is it here. You're going to turn it over to the right side this way. So this is it. I'm going to show you. This is what I'm trying to say. So you turn it over to this part, you turn it over like this, and you're just going to go ahead and iron it out. Make sure that everything is very neat. All right, so make sure everything is very neat. You're going to turn it over to the right side, iron it out. You're also going to fold in 1/2 inch and top stitch on it. I hope you understand. So this is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to now bring my iron and try to iron this out, and then I'm going to like fold in 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to go over to my machine and top stitch on that part. So guys, this is what it looks like. This is it here. Can you see how neat and beautiful this looks? So because I used a black thread, that's why you can't see this, and this is what it looks from the inside. Can you see? So it's actually very beautiful. Just make sure you top stitch on the edge of that strap. All right, so this is it here. I also did same thing for this other side, and this is what it looks like. See the inside, everything is very neat, so make sure your work is very neat. So this is what we have right now. I'm going to turn this to the wrong side. All right, so this is it. Turn it to the wrong side. Make sure the right side is facing each other like this, and you have something looking very beautiful. So if you've watched to this point and you haven't subscribed, please do also hit on the subscribe button, and please turn on that notification bell so you'll be first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. I'm very sorry because I'm having issues with my voice currently. I'm not really sound, but I'm just trying my best to bring out this video for you guys to watch, so don't mind my voice, just manage it for now. So I also went ahead to like fold in another fabric because I want to have like a small purse around my tote bags. If you are familiar with tote bags, you should know that these days tote bags usually comes in with another one attached to it that is very small. So that's just what I want to do. So the process is just like the way we did the bigger one, so there's nothing different. The only difference between this small one and the bigger one is the ropes that I added to the big one. So every other thing is just going to be the same. So the length I'm using for this is 7 by 7 inches. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out, and I'm also going to cut out another little strap to use and turn the rough edges just like we did for the bigger one. All right, so I use just 1.5 inches. I'll just place it here and I'll stitch it down. If you want to be adding a zipper to your tote bag, I think you need to add it before you join them together, just like this. Can you see? I didn't add zipper to it because I want to add buttons to the smaller one. All right, and for this bigger one here, I didn't have zip around me, so I would have added zip to this at this point before joining or closing it. All right, so this is just how it is. If you want to add zip, you can add zip to it right now before you close up the side. So with that being said, the next thing I'm going to do now is just to take note of where I'm going to be adding this pocket. So I'm just going to add it from the upper part, like where I have my stitch here, like this point. I measured down to 7 inches, and I'm just going to place it here and pin it down, and I'm just going to use my sewing machine to just stitch that part down just to hold it in place. All right, so this is what it looks like. So I'll just stitch down this part to hold it in place, and I'm also going to be adding buttons to it so that I can be able to just, you know, wrap it up. And I'm doing this on the on the right side of my bag. All right, on the right side of my tote bag. So this is how far we've gone. This is what it looks now, and it's now time to design my tote bag. Now, just like I said earlier, I have a paid class for this. If you want to know the kind of materials I'm using, you want to know how you can achieve this, please do well to follow us on that class so that you can understand everything better. All right, there are a lot of things, a lot of secrets you need to know about tote bag. There are a lot of things you need to know just in case you want to go into this business. There are a lot of things you need to know about this tote bag. Just send us a DM on our WhatsApp number and we'll get it from there. So the design I'm going to be using to design this tote bag is what you saw from the beginning of this video, and that design is, it actually comes in different colors, like whatever color you want to use. When you go ask for it, they'll give you. And another thing you need to know is the one I'm using here is white. So I had white and other colors, but this is only one available right now, so I decided to just come use it and show you guys. So I have my channel name written on it. That's another thing you need to know. Like this design, you can give it any name of your choice. So I decided to use Lady P Stitches, which is my handle name, like, yes, my YouTube name for this tote bag, since I'm doing this for a YouTube channel. So I had to just use this to customize my tote bag. So this is it here. I'm just going to place it somewhere around here. Mind you, this is white color, but it's somehow looking like pink. I don't know why my camera is just making it look like pink, but it's white. So I'm just going to place it and then use my hot iron now to like gum this to my tote bag. So you just sit tight and watch everything I'm going to be doing here and how I'm going to transform this tote bag to something lovable. So if you haven't subscribed, I wonder what you are still waiting for. Please subscribe to be a member of this sewing family. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you love everything about this video. Please let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a comment and don't forget to share this video, because someone is out there looking for a video like this and you're just keeping it away from them. So do well to share this video, do well to subscribe, do well to leave a comment, and lastly, do well to give this video a thumbs up. So as you can see, my hot iron is already on it. Now I'm also going to advise that if your iron is too hot, do not place it directly on the design. So what you're going to do is to place another fabric on it this way and then place your hot iron on it. If your iron is too hot and you didn't place anything and you are not careful, it's going to burn, like it will burn it, and you will just like be so frustrated. All right, so you know how annoying that can be. So to be on a safe side, place your hot iron on another fabric just like this and then iron it out. So I'm going to proceed with this and show you guys what I have been able to come up with. So guys, this is what I have been able to come up with. Lady piece stitches. Can you see how beautiful this looks? This is so amazing. I also have other designs I'm also going to be working with. All right, so when you are customizing this, you will need to make any design of your choice, like anyhow you want it. So I have this symbol that looks like an, is it apple phone, and then I have this love design here. I also have other designs that I'm just going to be working with. I don't know what the other design is called, but it just looks like an apple design. So I'll just place them all together. And please, the ones you have removed the label, like where I have that lady piece, I've removed the label already. Do not try to place your hot iron on it, because it will just pull out. After removing the label, don't place your iron on it. If you must place your iron, make sure that you place another fabric on it before placing your hot iron so that it won't pull out. All right, so I'm going to design all of this. I'll show you guys what it looks like I'll place all the little designs I have around my tote bag and show you guys what it will look like. So make sure you keep watching, and please just give this video a thumbs up and let me know what you think about this in the comment section. So guys, this is how far I have gone, and you can see how beautiful this looks. If I don't mean I have other colors, I would have just added them to these ones here. So you just need to play around it and you have a better look. I also went ahead to turn this over to the wrong side, like right side facing each other, and I'm just going to now close up this side and also close up this other part. If you want to add your zip, please add zip to this before closing this up. This is what I have after I was done, and you can see how beautiful this bag looks. If you want us to be making something like this for you, like you want to resell, please let me know in the comment section or send us a direct message on our WhatsApp with the number you saw from the beginning of this video. You can see how big this bag looks, and it can even contain all of this fabric you are seeing inside here. So I'm just going to like put all of this inside and then show you what it looks like. So this is it here. This is how beautiful it looks. I'm just going to be taking this out whenever I'm going out. I'll just go with it because it looks so beautiful. And the part I love most is the fact that it has my name on it. So you can also go ahead and make yours include your name, any name of your choice is totally fine. So I'm just showing you how big this bag is and how it can contain a lot of things, including my power bank that is already spoiled. I just had to put it in. And this part where I have this smaller one, I'll just fix in my money, fix in my card, and I'm good to go. So I'm going to be fixing a button along that area to hold it down, and this is how beautiful it looks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you love what you're seeing. Please let me know in the comments section. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. This is what it looks like when I put it on, and you can see how long this handle is. So it's something I also went ahead to cut out some inches from it so that it will be very short. So this is how it looks like, and this is what it looks, how beautiful it looks. Thanks for watching this video. See you guys later.